Right, hello, welcome to Tuesday the 24th it is, yep, 24th of Jan, Tuesday. Let's see what's going on. Now, yesterday we drew this line and from the tops we're expecting sales. So if you're following the videos, checking this out, you understand that this was a good spot to sell and the market kind of did decline, right? So it's all good. And what we're expecting now with the market today, tomorrow, Friday, obviously is going to be kind of coming down to around these levels. That's our expectation. In fact, what have I got here? 1.0670. So there you go. So we might have the market coming all the way down here, which wouldn't be too bad at all. And that range is actually good for a nice little pullback. So we might see this area on Friday. And then now let's take a look at the dollar franc. Obviously this is the other way around. Now let's see what we've got here. This is going to be a nice little, there's a nice little resistance there. Okay, so dollar franc, we're expecting this to go up. In fact, if you're following this from yesterday, look, all you have to do is just follow it with us. You see, that's the first breakout here. Nice little breakout, it'll pull back and the market takes off. Now we've got the second resistance area here, right? So what we're going to do is kind of like breakout, pull back, let's go forward. And that's going to be our attitude. And to do that, let's see what we can do. So we'll probably have the market from around here coming up to around here, which is exactly in conjunction with, guess what, the goodbye kiss phenomena of this breakdown here. So that's really good. So if you're following the dollar franc, that's like really cool to follow forward. Let's see the dollar Canadian. Okay, nice little pullback. We're expecting that yesterday, and now buy levels coming up. So we should see the dollar Canadian going back up to test this area for a double top, and then we'll see how that works out. Let's take a look at the pound. All right, there you go, right on top of the channel. Beautiful spot to have sold. If you're following our videos from yesterday, you would have caught on that. Very nice. So now we can expect the market to pull back to this lower channel line. Before it gets there, though, what we're going to have is the support level around here. Okay, so what we've got, as you can see, a nice little downfall, possibly coming back to test this level here. Dollar yen, as anticipated, double bottom, nice little support range here. Market's pulling up, nice to follow. I just follow, I just go. I think this is just good to go up as we had anticipated from before. Alright, so even on the 1 hour chart, double bottom, nice move up. I mean, it's just, there you go. I don't think it's going to come back, so I think it's good to buy. New Zealand dollar, nice little level here. We had drawn these levels before, and now we're touched exactly on the dot. Alright, exactly on the dot, and nice little sell. We're probably going to see this coming down again. Okay, this is a daily chart, so if you think about it, this should be pulling back, well, quite a bit. Let's say 61. Oh, that's a nice level. Let's move this back here. Okay, so as you can see, we might see the market coming back here, or even slightly lower. That 50% would be lovely. So those should be your targets coming back. This is the daily, so like I said, it's going to take a few days. But you never know, when the market's moving fast, as you can see, doing that trip down, you know, might just be a matter of Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And a nice little place to join in would also be a breakdown. If a breakdown from here, you got this as target. Let's take a look at the dollar ZAR. Dollar ZAR is in this nice little tight range. Would it fall down? Alright, so as you can see, we've got the dollar ZAR in this tight little range, triple bottom down here, which is great. Now, if the dollar should gain some value, this should be a nice little spot to pick up. Okay, so we can see the euro dollar coming down, the dollar franc going up, dollar yen going up. So this might also start going up to around this resistance level, and then we can see what to really do with it. Okay, these are going to be the first levels here, and then what we have that is going to be the second level, and it's like a pretty much like a, well, it is a triangle, but as you can see, we've got levels to go up there and retest. If it breaks down though, this is still on the cards. Alright, so in February you might see a nice little breakdown on the dollar ZAR, and you might see it at 13.15 once again. Let's take a look at gold. There you go, gold. 1220 level, double top, in fact triple top, and now the market pulling back. Nice pullback level around the 1202, 1203 levels, and just that support line there. So I think this is good to pull back, or even might retest this navy blue line here. So if it breaks down, we might see it all the way back down here. Let's take a look at DAX, or let's take a look at Brent before we go on to the indices. Alright, so as you can see, sorry about that, if you're following our lines, as you can see, you can tell where the support and resistance levels are. As they break, you can start to take positions and start trading, and then you know where the targets are, and then to sell off again, and then to buy again on the lines and so forth. Let's put another line here. Let's make it a nice little support area. There we go. So if the market pulls back here, I guess that's going to be a nice buy level, isn't it? And then you got that there. Now this actually is turning into a nice little triangle here, as you can see, and it's a wedge actually. And what you might see at the top of the wedges, sells might come through. If the wedge breaks down, we could see Brent all the way down here. If it breaks up, we'll be seeing it up there somewhere. So those targets are quite relevant when you're inside a range like this. As you can see, the market's going sideways, right? So when the market's going sideways, what you need to do is take care when you're playing in between zones. Then you really got to start drawing your lines, and you got, yeah, you know, you got to really start thinking about buying on the dot and getting out on the dot, so your risk returns are good. Let's take a look at the indices now. I've got the DAX in front of me. The DAX, as you can see, is in this range, okay, this triangle little range here, okay, and it's also supported by this support line. So we're going to have to wait and see and play out on a breakout. Let's first get rid of this and move it down here. So if the market breaks down, you got this level here as a target. If it breaks up, you got that level there. So it's a 4-hour chart on the DAX. As you can see, the market gave it nice support yesterday and in the Asia session too. So what we might see is a breakout and going up in that direction. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Right, the Dow Jones, same kind of phenomena. This was our target range from the buy, and the market is kind of hitting up there. We might just see it in the same location. Let me just get rid of this so we don't need that anymore. As you can see, the market still has room to push up here for a sell, but if it breaks out, it's going to have a good move up, okay, because we're right in the middle of the range here. It's going to be a choppy area, so you really got to, when you're trading in between that range, the side channel, you got to really be buying and selling and taking profit on the dots, like I said, also with the Brent. So what to do with the Dow Jones? I wouldn't do anything unless the market started touching here or touching down here. Alright, I hope that helps. Today we don't have a lot of important news, only existing home sales, which I don't think is going to do much. Probably we'll probably see the euro dollar coming down, dollar franc going up, and the dollar will gain some value today and this week in the course of Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Hope that helps. Have a great day trading. All the best.